Okay, so in this particular chapter what we are going to study is the various techniques through which we can turn on the SCR or turn off the SCR. So the process of turning on the SCR is called as a firing, whereas process of turning off the SCR is called as commutation. So let us try to understand how we can turn on the SCR using different methods. So as we have already studied that the SCR can be turned on by applying the by forward biasing that is here, that is by applying positive potential to anode for with respect to cathode, and along with that we need to apply some amount of gate voltage to it. Okay, certain amount of gate voltage to the gate terminal of the SCR so that it can be turned on. So here in this particular chapter, what we will study first of all in the first section, we will discuss how that gate voltage can be applied to the SCR. Okay, so that gate pulse, instead of applying a continuous signal, how we can apply gate pulse to the SCR and the SCR can be turned on. So the first device that we can use in order to turn on the SCR is called as UJT, that is unijunction transistor. Here the firing circuit will be using this UJT, unijunction transistor, as a relaxation oscillator. So this UJT will help the SCR to provide a gate signal to it, and so that it will be turned on whenever it is forward biased. Okay, so first of all we'll study the basics of this UJT, and then we will study how this UJT can be used as a relaxation oscillator. Okay, now here in the basic structure if you observe, it has got N-type base to which a P-type emitter has been alloyed. Okay, it has got three terminals, namely base 1, base 2, and the third terminal is called as an emitter terminal. Okay, so this is the symbol here for the UJT, and here this is the equivalent circuitry for this UJT. आता these RB1 and RB2 are nothing but the internal base resistors of this UJT. Always remember here, in case of this UJT, RB1 and RB2, they are the internal base resistors. They are not an external resistors, they are the internal base resistors which are present between base terminal 1 and base terminal 2. Okay, B1 and B2. Now, the value of this RBB, overall this RB1 and RB2, it consists of the total base resistance of this UJT, and this RBB has got a value between 4.7k to 9.1k. Okay, so the value of base resistance RBB is approximately between 4.7k to 9.1k. So this is the value of the base resistor. So RBB is nothing but what? The base resistance. Base resistance of this UJT. Okay, now here it has been divided as RB1 and RB2 between the two base terminals B1 and B2. Now here, if we keep this emitter terminal open, and if we apply some certain amount of voltage across these base terminals B1 and B2, then the potential at point C, okay, so this is the point of contact here. So this potential at this point C, emitter contact point VCB1, is given as, here simply use resistor divider formula. So it is VBB into RB1 divided by RB1 plus RB2. Okay, so in short we can say that it is equal to eta into VBB. Okay, so it is eta into VBB. So eta is called as the intrinsic standoff ratio. Here eta is nothing but intrinsic standoff ratio. Okay, so this is the value of VCP1. So here if you see that this value of this VCP1 is depending upon totally on the internal base register, that is RB1 and RB2. Okay, now generally the value of this eta lies between 0.51 to 0.82. Now suppose that if we apply certain voltage to this emitter terminal with respect to V1, that means what, if we apply here VE between emitter terminal E and base terminal B1, then okay, so initially what happens is, just a minute, I'll draw the circuit here so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, so here
Ma'am, screen sharing is disabled.
it is not visible to you.
No, ma'am.
Wait a minute. Is it now visible? Is it visible now?
Yes,
Still
ma'am.
not visible.
Uh, check now.
Now visible, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So this is the basic structure. Okay, हे स्ट्रक्चर जे आहे ते युजेटीच्या आतलं आहे. ओके, हे युजेटीच्या आतलं स्ट्रक्चर आहे, हे एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर नाही आहे, हे युजेटीचं स्ट्रक्चर आहे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू कीप दिस इन युअर माइंड. ओके, सो इथं आहे तो एमिटर टर्मिनल आहे, हा आहे तो B2 टर्मिनल आहे, हा आहे तो B1 टर्मिनल आहे. ओके, इथं आपण एक व्होल्टेज दिलंय अक्रॉस दिस B1 B2 विच इज कॉल्ड एज VBB. ओके, आणि आता आपण काय करणार आहे, इथं एमिटरला पण व्होल्टेज आपण देणार आहे एमिटर टर्मिनलला. ओके, प्लस मायनस. नाव so this is the equivalent circuit of UJT. हे आपण अजून रिलॅक्सेशन ऑसिलेटर कसा काम करतो हे बघणार आहे, म्हणजे UJT itself how it acts as an oscillator. Okay, so this is VCB1 here, so it is equal to eta into VBB. So VCB1 is equal to RB1 divided by RB1 plus RB2 into VBB, that is the voltage applied across the base terminals B1 and B2. So let us replace this by a constant called as eta. So this factor is always constant. Eta is an intrinsic standoff ratio, and in case of this UJT it is constant. Why? Because it depends upon the internal base resistors RB1 and RB2, and it will be always constant once it has been manufactured. Okay, so its value varies between 0.51 to 0.82. Okay, हा एका पर्टिक्युलर UJT साठी हा जो पॅरामीटर आहे इटा तो कॉन्स्टंट असतो. ओके, नाव इफ आय ड्रॉ द कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ओव्हर हियर, आता आपला SCR कसं काम करतोय, जोपर्यंत आपण सफिशियंट गेट व्होल्टेज त्याला देत नाही, जरी तो फॉरवर्ड बायस असला तरी जोपर्यंत आपण त्याला गेट व्होल्टेज देत नाही तोपर्यंत तो चालू होत नाही. तसंच इथं काय होतंय, आपण इथं VBB दिलाय, त्यानुसार आपण VE पण दिलाय, पण जोपर्यंत हा VE हा जो इंटरनल डायोड आहे या UJT चा, ह्याला जस्ट अ मिनिट. हॅलो. हा सर. हा सर, लेक्चर चालू आहे. हा सर. हो हो सर, एक येऊन जाते मी. हां हां. ओके सर. ओके ओके. हां. ओके. सो जोपर्यंत आपण sufficient voltage या emitter terminal देत नाही, so that this diode will be forward biased, that UJT remains in the off state until and unless the sufficient voltage VE has been applied across this emitter terminal of this UJT. This diode will not be forward biased. आता हा डायोड आहे तो पण इंटरनल आहे. आता आपण जर स्ट्रक्चर बघितलं याचं, तर कसं आहे, तर आपला हा एन सबस्ट्रेट आहे. हा एन टाईपचा सबस्ट्रेट आहे बेसिकली, आणि त्यावर आपण हा इमिटर पी टाईपचा इमिटर यावर आपण अलॉय केलाय, त्यामुळे हा पीएन जंक्शन डायोड सारखाच काम करतो इथं. ओके, हे जे आहे ते पीएन जंक्शन सारखं झालं काम. म्हणून इथं हा जो डायोड आहे तो हा आहे ऍक्च्युली. हा जो डायोड इथं दाखवलाय की नाही, तो म्हणजे काय आहे की हा आपल्या एन टाईप सबस्ट्रेटवर आपण पी टाईपचा इमिटर जो इथं अलॉय केलाय. ओके, त्यामुळे इथं हे जंक्शन फॉर्म होतं पीएन जंक्शन. त्यामुळे हा आपला जो आहे तो युजेटीच्या आत इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये आपण इथं डायोड दाखवलाय. ओके, सो डोंट गेट कन्फ्युज्ड हियर. ओके, हे आहेत आपले RB1 आणि RB2. तर जोपर्यंत आपण हे सफिशियंट इमिटर व्होल्टेज इथं देत नाही, तोपर्यंत आपला हा डायोड ऑन होत नाही, आणि जोपर्यंत आपला डायोड ऑन होत नाही तोपर्यंत आपला UJT हा ऑन होणार नाही. तर काय होतंय, तोपर्यंत आपलं व्होल्टेज जे करंट आहे तो निग्लिजिबली स्मॉल असतो. ओके, इट इज ऑल्सो गुड ॲज अ रिव्हर्स लिकेज करंट. आता जसं जसं आपण व्हीई व्होल्टेज व्हीई वाढवत जाऊ, VBB तर कॉन्स्टंट आहे, आपण काय करणार आहे, तर व्हीई व्हेरी करत जाणार आहे, बरोबर आहे. तर आपण जसं जसं व्हीई वाढवत जाऊ तसं तसं काय होणार आहे, आपला हा डायोड फॉरवर्ड बायस असलेला डायोड ऑन व्हायला आपल्याला तो चालू होणार आहे. ओके, इनिशियली इट विल बी इन द ऑफ स्टेट और इन द इट इज इन द ॲज गुड ॲज इन द ऑफ स्टेट. ओके, नाव आता जेव्हा आपण याला सफिशियंट व्होल्टेज देतोय, आता सफिशियंट व्होल्टेज म्हणजे काय, when this VE when this VE becomes equal to VCB1, what will happen, the reverse current will be reduced to 0. Okay, now if we increase this VE beyond this value, then current IE will start to flow through the UJT. Now, when this emitter voltage VE becomes equals to eta into VBB plus VD, okay, at that time this diode will start conducting. Okay, आता इथं कसं आहे, हा डायोड आहे, याच्या ॲनोडला जे आहे ते VE आहे, कॅथोडला जे आहे ते पोटेन्शियल आहे VCB1 आहे. जोपर्यंत हा डायोडचं पोटेन्शियल, ॲनोडचं पोटेन्शियल हे डायोड ड्रॉप प्लस VCBच्या वर जात नाही, तोपर्यंत हा डायोड काय ऑन होत नाही, बरोबर आहे. दिस इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, VCB1. म्हणजे जेव्हा VE it will become equal to VCB1 plus VD, this diode will be turned on. Okay, so once this diode is turned on, then it will start conducting. Okay, Okay, so when this emitter voltage goes beyond this VCB1 biodiode drop VD, then this UJT will be turned on, and the voltage at which this happens is called as a peak point voltage VP, which is equal to eta into VBB plus VD. Okay, so at this particular point, say VP, this UJT will be turned on. So once this UJT is turned on, it exhibits a negative resistance region just like SCR. Okay. So once it is turned on, the voltage across this UJT will fall to a very low value. Okay. Now, once the conduction starts, the carriers will be injected into this base region. Hence, this resistance of this base region RB1 will be decreased. So, once the UJT starts to conduct, carriers will be injected in the base region. Okay, and because of which the resistance of base region RB1 decreases. Okay, so if RB1 decreases, what will happen? The potential at this point C will decrease. Okay, potential at point C decreases with increase in the current IE. Okay, so जसं जसं आपण V वाढवत जाऊ तसं तसा करंट IE आपला वाढत जाणार आणि त्यानुसार काय होणार, हा रेजिस्टन्स RB1 डिक्रीज होणार, त्यामुळं potential at this point C will also be decreased. Okay, now so this region is called as the negative resistance region. Okay, now at a particular point V, what happens is the entire base region is saturated. Entire base region is saturated. Okay, so once this region has been saturated, what will happen? RB1 cannot be decreased further. RB1 cannot be decreased further. Okay, so this point V is called as valley point. Okay, and the voltage and current corresponding to this particular valley point is called as a valley voltage and valley current. Okay, त्यानंतर काय होतंय की as you after this point V, after point V, as V is increased, I will also increase. Okay, so after this V, as we increase V, current I will also increase. Okay, so this is how this UJT works. Have you understood the operation of UJT? Okay, so always remember that this in case of this UJT, this VCB1 will be depending upon whom? Eta into VBB. Eta is nothing but intrinsic standoff ratio which depends upon the internal base resistance of this UJT. Okay, so we will compare this when we will go for PUT, that is programmable unijunction transistor. Okay, now let us try to understand how this UJT can be used as a relaxation oscillator. Okay, so now we have studied how this UJT works. आता इथं जे R1 R2 आहे ते external resistors आहेत. Okay, R1 R2 are the external resistors. हे RB1 आणि RB2 नव्हेत, these are the external resistors. ओके, आता काय होतंय बघा इथं. So here, once we apply VBB to this circuit, what will happen? This capacitor will start charging through this resistor R towards VBB. Okay, so let me draw the waveforms. So this is the voltage across capacitor. So once we apply this voltage VBB across this oscillator circuitry, the capacitor will start charging through R towards VBB. Now, whatever is the voltage across this capacitor is available across the emitter base terminal of this UJT. Okay, this VC is available as the voltage available at the emitter terminal of this UJT. आता आपल्याला माहित आहे की UJT ऑन केव्हा होतोय? When this UJT is turned on? UJT is turned on when V is equal to Vp, that is eta into VBB plus VD. आता जेव्हा आपला हा कॅपॅसिटर चार्ज व्हायला चालू झाला towards VBB through this resistor R, as soon as this voltage across this capacitor becomes equals to VE, or I can say VP, then what happens? Once the voltage across capacitor becomes equal to VP, that is the peak point voltage of this UJT, this UJT will be turned on, isn't it? Once this UJT is turned on, the capacitor will start discharging through this emitter terminal and resistor R1 of this circuit. So, once the voltage across capacitor becomes equals to peak point voltage of this UJT, Vp, that is the peak point voltage of UJT, UJT will be turned on. So once this UJT is turned on, then the capacitor will start discharging. Okay, so now the capacitor will start discharging through resistor R1. Now while discharging through this resistor R1, it will provide a pulse across this R1. So at the output side, that is the output is measured across this resistor R1. So we get, while discharging of this capacitor, we get a pulse across the R1, and this pulse is used to provide the gate signal to the SCR. ओके, ही पल्स आपण पुढे कशासाठी वापरणार आहे, तर SCR चा गेट व्होल्टेज म्हणून द्यायला, म्हणजे ट्रिगरिंग करायला त्याचं. ओके, नाव आता आपला हा कॅपॅसिटर डिस्चार्ज व्हायला चालू झाला. Now as soon as the voltage across this capacitor equals to value voltage VV, it will stop discharging. Okay, once the voltage across capacitor is equal to value voltage VE, capacitor will stop discharging. Okay, why? Because at this particular point VP at VB, UJT will be turned off. Okay, it will be turned off and it will block the forward current IE, right? So it will block this forward current IE and the capacitor will stop discharging. And again capacitor will start charging through resistor R towards VBB. Okay, so again what will happen, once the voltage across this capacitor becomes equals to the value voltage of this UJT will be turned off. Once the UJT is turned off, capacitor will stop discharging and again it will start charging towards VBB through resistor R. Again, when the voltage across this capacitor becomes equals to the peak point voltage of this UJT is turned on. Once UJT is turned on, the capacitor will stop charging and it will start again discharging through this R1, giving a pulse at the output. So the process will repeat itself. So while discharging, the pulse will be provided across the R1, that is used as the gate signal for the SCR. Okay, so these pulses will be used as the gate signal for turning on the SCR. Okay, have you understood how this UJT can be used as a relaxation oscillator? See, you must understand this. Until and unless you understand how a UJT can be used as an oscillator, we won't be understand how the triggering circuit can be constructed with the help of this UJT relaxation oscillator. So it is very much important that you understand first of all how a UJT works and then how it can be used as a relaxation oscillator. So is it clear to you? सिंपल गोष्ट आहे. या UJT हा याच्या एमिटरचं व्होल्टेज जोपर्यंत पीक पॉइंट व्होल्टेजला जात नाही तोपर्यंत तो ऑन होत नाही. ओके, आणि तो ऑन झाल्यावर जेव्हा इमिटरचं व्होल्टेज हे व्हॅल्यू व्होल्टेज एवढं होईल तेव्हा तो ऑफ होतोय. या दोन गोष्टी तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा. Okay, so this is how this UJT can be used as a relaxation oscillator. In the next session, we will discuss two circuits that can be constructed with the help of this UJT relaxation oscillator in order to turn on the SCR. Okay. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask me, or I will stop here and I'll take you leave there. Thank you. Have a nice day.